Well, hello and welcome to our first official video from our Lego Harry Potter room. Today's job is to dismantle the bed that you can see behind me. Get ready to remove that from the room so we can get the new furniture in. So in this video we're going to do the whole process from the start to finish, so it might take a couple of weeks for us to film by the time we've been to IKEA and bought what we need, etc. But we'll put it all together in this video for you. I've even bought a tripod look, so all the professional equipment here on this channel now. Oh, I'm joking, but anyway, hopefully I'll be able to do some kind of time lapse of me dismantling the bed. And a bit later in the video, we'll probably go to IKEA, pick up the items that we need, come back, assemble them, and the room will be transformed. So before we actually dismantle the bed, let me talk you through the plan. So obviously we're going to get rid of the bed, we're going to dismantle it, it'll probably stay in here until it's collected, either if we try and sell it or if we just get rid of it in general, but it is going to be going in its entirety. And then the idea is we're going to have some kind of like tables down here. And as I said in the launch video, we're going to have some kind of Billy bookcase here to put the display style sets. I'm not sure whether we can fit 1.5 billion. We haven't done the measuring yet, but something will go there because obviously the door opens outward like that. We're also debating on whether we paint the room. Now, we've not done anything with this room since we've moved in, so the decoration is how it was when we moved in. We're either going to paint the walls or we might get some kind of backdrop of a sky, that sort of thing. Not too sure yet, so make sure you stay tuned to see which route we go down on that. But I think hopefully by the end of the video, this room will look completely different. So let's get dismantling this bed. So that's one bed demolished. As you can see, we've got quite a bit of space in here. So the room space that we've got is about 180 centimetres by probably about 270 centimetres, maybe a bit longer. We want some space to be able to get around the tables so that we can reach. So we've got a fairly sizable space, and as I say, we are intending to put base plates onto tables so we can build that connected world here. So this is just the first step of that. Let's jump into the next bit. It's been a couple of weeks since that last clip, but I'm finally here at IKEA to pick up the furniture that we need to outfit our Lego room. Now, I've got a rough idea of what I want, but we're going to go have a look at it in person first before we take the plunge. We're not going to completely outfit the room today. We're going to get a couple of tables and one Billy bookcase, just to see how it all fits in the room. We have got room to expand based on our plans, but let's go and have a look in IKEA. As we all know, IKEA is a bit of a maze, so I'm just trying to find the storage section and probably the study section for the tables. I'm not quite sure where they'll be, but we'll take a look nonetheless. Now, we do have some Kallax stuff in our house. I did consider this to display our sets on. However, it only goes up so tall, so I think a Billy bookcase would be the better option. Obviously, these are a bit deeper for the deeper sets, but they are a bit restrictive. Over this side, then we have the Billy bookshelf range, and they do 2 different depths now. I mean, they might have always done them, but I didn't realise they did. But I think we're going to go for the slimmer one here. Probably this one here. I think it's £55 without the extra shelf. Yeah, £55 without the extra shelf. We can buy an extra shelf as and when we need it. Plus, we have other Billy bookcases in the house as well. So I think that'll be a good start for some of our displayable Harry Potter sets. A Billy bookcase may be a little bit basic, however, it does the job. They're fairly reasonably priced, and we can expand them because it's a range that IKEA have been doing now for many, many years. So we know they'll be doing it for many, many years to come, hopefully. So if we do need more Billy bookcases, which we probably will do, we can obviously come pick another one as when we need it. So I think this is the sort of thing we want to go for. This is the Lag Captain and a Dill's legs. This is a 120 by 60, but the one we're looking at is 2 meters by 60. I'm going to get 2 of those to put side by side, and there is room for us to put a third as and when we need to. This obviously only has the 4 legs, but I think the 2 meter one requires 5 legs, so we're picking up 10 legs today. But I think that'll give us a lot of real estate to play with when it comes to displaying our Lego Harry Potter and building out our Wizarding World. This is more like it, and this is the 2 meter long one, so it's quite a long table. Obviously, this has got the Alex units underneath it. We're going to go with legs to start with, but I think we might upgrade and have some kind of storage units underneath as we get as we get more and more parts, we're going to need somewhere to store them. But for now, we're going to go with the standard legs and table design. I think that'll do us just nicely. So I definitely think these are the tables for us. I also want to pick up some photo frames for those prints that we looked at a couple of weeks ago on the channel too. And obviously they're going to go on the wall as well. So they do the right size frames here at IKEA, so I'm going to pick them up because they're quite reasonably priced by comparison to other places too. We require 2 different types of frames. Obviously we've got the 8 different prints, so those are 30 by 40 frames, which they do in the Fiskbo range, which we're going to pick up. But I also need a slightly squarer frame for a cross-stitch Harry Potter, which also going up on the wall. And that's about 30 to 35 centimetres square. They don't do that in the Fiskbo range, so I'm looking at this range behind me, and they have the ones that have got the records in them just behind me there. They look perfect. So I'm going to pick up one of those and 8 of the Fiskbo frames too. So we've made it around the maze, picked up the frames, as you can see. And now we've got the Billy bookcases, so I'll load up on all the items and I'll show you when I've paid. So I think that's everything. We've got 2 of the tabletops, Billy bookcase, 10 of the Adil's legs, 8 of the bigger frames and 1 of the smaller frame. So I think that will get us started in our Lego room. Can't wait to get it home and all built, ready for the Lego. It is now incredibly rainy, as you can probably hear. Hopefully the microphone's not picking it up, but it is incredibly rainy, as you can see from the boxes. But I am all packed up in the car, just about. 2 meters long, a little bit of a push for this car, but we have managed to fit it all in. Obviously I've come on my own, so it's just quite heavy. Next stop, home, and then we can get it all built. So I've made it back alive, always a positive. As you can see, I've got all the boxes in the room. Unfortunately, the bed is still here too. So I need to get that out of here before I can start building the new stuff. So finally we've got the bed out of this room. It is still in the house, unfortunately, but we've just moved into a different room for now. So the only thing that's left in this room are my tools. There is the furniture to be built. There is my tripod behind for us to do a little time lapse. And also, as you may have noticed, we have got the wall art hung as well. You may have already seen the pictures that are posted across our socials of me putting these up. I didn't think anybody wanted to see me time lapse, me measuring for hours on end to try and get these looking correct. They may not be completely level. I need to go through with my spirit level and actually level them all up. But we do have all of these 8 pictures now framed on the walls. We've got the Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Goblet of Fire. And then down here we have the Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Deathly Hallows Part 2. And to be honest, I think they look really nice on the wall there. We do have a big gap down the bottom, obviously we have some tables there, and we've also got the height of the Lego to consider, so that's why I've hung them quite high. And this wall, we've got a backdrop, which we're also going to put up in this video a little bit later. Victoria's going to kindly iron that for me to hang up as well, so that will come in a bit later. But without further ado, let's get building some furniture. We have one built Billy bookcase. Obviously there's no shelves in yet. The shelves are over there. Once I know what Lego we're putting in here, obviously I'll put the shelves in at the correct height. What I didn't show you on camera is it is attached to the wall there, just so it doesn't topple over. It is meant to be attached to the back, but I'm not a very confident DIYer, and I hit something and I don't know whether that's pipes or what. So I thought, no, I'll just attach it to this piece here. That's strong enough. No one's going to be yanking on it anyway. So we now have somewhere to display our sets. Next job then, I think, is these tables, which I think is going to really transform the room. So let's get started with those. Job well done, I do think so. 2 tables erected, and I brought in a couple of some really old and a little bit grubby base plates that have been stuck in our loft for 4 years since I was a kid. We have approximately 8 base plates long by about 5 base plates wide. So we can fit about 40 base plates on here. If we really wanted to, we could fit a third one of these tables in here as well. We're going to start off with this because obviously this is a big space to fill, but I envisage having the castle in here somewhere with the grounds, the lake, Forbidden Forest, that sort of thing. I think now you can probably see why we've hung those pictures so high, because the height of the castle, I think the main tower is about 60 odd centimetres tall. So that's still going to cover probably a little bit of those pictures. But we've got a nice bit of working space here to work with. And as you can see, these are the standard 32 by 32 base plates. So we've got quite a bit of real estate. I also have this still to hang up as well. This is a cross stitch which I did, which obviously is Harry Potter. It's not Lego themed, but it's Harry Potter themed. I think it would look well in here as well. Not sure where that might go. It might go on this little stretch of wall here by the light switch. But that's for another day. And this is those tables built. Now, next job on the agenda is the backdrop, which I think again is going to transform it even further. So there we have it then. After all of that work, this room is now ready to start working in. We've got those prints on the wall up there. We've got the cloud backdrop. All of this Lego on the table is stuff that's going to be going into the world itself. So we have got a lot of Lego to build. We've been through all of this in various videos. Our launch video, going through all of them. We've had our Christmas haul as well, so that's going through the newer bits on the table. We've got some of the display stuff down here under the table as well that needs to be built. But overall, I'm very, very happy with how this transformation has taken place. Of course, around here, we've got our Billy bookcase, so we can put all the display stuff on, or some of it. We might need another one pretty soon. Still got to hang that cross stitch up somewhere. We've got a couple of Funko Pops to put in the room as well, Harry Potter themed, of course. But that will come later, and we'll do a video on filling those shelves up with the stuff that we've got downstairs, and obviously integrating some of the newer stuff too. But overall, very, very happy with how this now looks. I've also dug out the box of my old Harry Potter Lego from the loft. That's in the cupboard over there. So stay tuned for some content on that as well, with us building it and doing some comparisons with the older style sets and the newer style sets. For example, I've got the original Hogwarts Castle, so we can do a comparison on that. I've got the original Hagrid's Hut, so again, we can do a comparison on that. That sort of thing is going to be coming down the line as well, so that's really exciting. I can't wait to build some of the old Harry Potter stuff. Where possible, we'll try and display it in here as well, not in the main world unless it sort of fits in with that, but on the Billy bookcases, or if we put any other shelves up, that sort of thing. So can't wait to start this project here in 2026. Can't wait to take you all along for the ride too. I appreciate this video has been very DIY based, and I can personally assure you that we won't be doing much more DIY on the channel. I absolutely hate doing DIY. I'm not very confident at it. I really do not like doing it, let alone doing it on camera for everyone to scrutinise, because I'm sure I've used the wrong tools and I'm sure I've done everything wrong, but it's worked for us and it'll do the job. I'm not too fussed about it, but the DIY stuff pretty much is finished now unless we expand our shelving or tables in the future, and obviously we'll capture that and take along for the ride with that too. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. Comment down below which of these sets behind me you'd like us to build first, and obviously we're going to build them and review them here on the channel too. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on our future content, both from me and Victoria. The Harry Potter Wizarding World project that we're going to be starting, obviously in our next update, we'll be actually building some Lego and putting that in here too, which is really exciting. But also our first of the month videos, deal videos, that sort of thing, will still continue to come throughout 2026 too. It's not just going to be Harry Potter stuff. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.